I'm telling you guys how far the Holy Spirit will go to set you up. Here's the thing. When I say I don't have equipment, and a day before, because the second day of conference, the day before, when I went to have my lunch break, and I saw the AV team, they're still busy. My corporate background was director of sales marketing in the hospitality industry. So I work with the AV team a lot. So I kind of just asked them, hey, do you guys want something to eat? I can go to grab some. And they said, no need, no need. And I still grabbed the lunch boxes for them. So for the moment I say I did not have equipment, Joanne said, I'm sure AV team have some. And it just happened that moment, an AV team leader passed by, say, sure, what do you need?
Oh, wow.
In my YouTube channel, I literally had these two influencers. Joanne sit on my bed because the hotel room was small. Joanne sit on my bed, then sit on the chair, and I'm in this side. So we 3 people, and we got manager that give me a 2 microphone, and we just recorded my first episode without a show. And then say, oh, you gonna need more guests. I said, I guess so. Since we get started, he said, just tell them Dan Miller was on your show in your email and just invite.
Yep.
Well, Tamra, the first year, I have like all the influence that you want. And then people say, how did you get those people? I was thinking, ask that one.
God only knows. Wow. I love like every element of your story and how present you are with God, how Jesus is with you. But I love that you're honest in the fact that you have that like Jonah spirit, because I think we can allow so often, even what other people are saying, like you said, your other coach basically implanting fear or inability into your head just on a whim. Like, I don't think he really meant anything terrible by it, but he was just saying his personal opinion that then planted a seed that could have been what inhibited you from any action. And yet there are people in the world like Dan Miller and Joanna Miller, that they're right there for you. And only by the grace of God. I mean, there's so much to understand that if we were to live with our eyes wide open as the Spirit does every minute, the Spirit's not ever at rest, right? But I think often we allow our flesh to supersede our spiritual eyes, and we then stand in this mentality of lack. This mentality of, I couldn't do that. I don't have the equipment. I don't have anything in the flesh to make this possible. And they were looking with their spirit eyes. They're like, yeah, we got this. Let's go, Kelly. That's so cool.
And obviously you guys think, well, Kelly, you did not answer Tamra's question so far. Well, I'm coming to it. Here is the thing. In that event, there's another well-known speaker. The name is Chris Ducker. So that was the first time I met Chris in person. And after that, I kind of joined he just started a community called Upronos Community. And then I was part of his community. And later on, just inside community, I just answer question whatever other members ask, And somehow, I got noticed by him. And long story short, we become friends and stuff like that. And then that was a year, before COVID then. He has a signature event annually in London. And the conference venue is super cool. It's called Queen Elizabeth II Conference Hall. And so it's kind of the conference hall,
Cool.
And then his speaker is, the level like Demi, the Michael Hyatt, and Porterfield.
Nice.
So nice. that was a year, I think about July-ish. And the conference is in November. And he came to me, we were drinking coffee. He said, Kelly, you want to come on stage in November? I say, for what?
I can hold the microphone. What do you need?
What do you need? He said, what? And he was laughing. He said, what do you mean? For what? Come on stage to speak. And I say, I say, Chris, I know that. Is that because you you be nice to me, I understand, He said, listen, girl, as much as I love you, I won't let anybody ruin my annual signature event.
Come on. What
3 months
affirmation.
before that, God told me the stage is about to open wide open for you. So when it really hit from your face, it's like, okay. And then I asked him, so what do you want me to talk about? Right? He said, oh, very simple. Don't worry about it. It'll be a cup of tea. That's how British say. I know in America
Yeah.
we say a piece of cake,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, exactly. There you go. I mean,
He said
that's
that,
bad news right
just
there.
just share that one big idea that have been work for you and work for your clients for the last 10 something years. I say, okay, that shouldn't be too difficult, right? So the problem is we are entrepreneurs, right? So entrepreneurs, we are not short of ideas.
Right. Not one idea. I'm like, one idea.
Exactly. So the following couple of weeks, I couldn't sleep well. And come to a point that week, I need to submit my topic. I need to submit the slides if necessary. And I was, standing in front of my flip chart and in my, shameless to say, I was in my complaining mode with the Holy Spirit. And I was taking a big marker, right? I was writing gigantic one, right? Because it's a one idea. And I kind of talked to Jesus. I said, Jesus, here's the thing. I did not ask for this opportunity. It's your fault. So since it's your thing, and I am now have to submit the topic, and I've nothing. I've been pray. I've been, do everything I know to do. I got nothing. So what is that? The one thing you want me to share? And the Holy Spirit kind of just say, just look at the whiteboard. What did you say? Did you write? I said one. I know it's one. It's a one idea. He said, yeah. So what is that one thing you always done for your clients the moment they got stuck, and no matter which stage of business they are, and they will be able to break through? Oh, then that moment I had epiphany. And because I'm sure you guys have that experience, right? There's a moment like you know exactly what you should be doing, and you cannot pull yourself to do it, right? Please tell me I'm not only one, right?
For sure. No, you are not alone. I know,
Right.
I know without a shadow of a doubt.
So God was saying that is a gap of the identity, right? Because from where we are now to where that God called us to become the next level leaders, right?
Yeah.
There's a gap. So that moment, right? There is no amount of a marketing strategies or any external thing can help you to hop over.
Yeah.
Until that you really put on the honest with yourself, right? I always say the deeper self-awareness you are willing to accept, the faster you will grow.
Yeah.
And that moment is you need to really understand where you are. And we need to really start to take inventory, go to talk to God about it, and understand where you want to become. I don't care you are from just get started, or you want to hit 6 figure, or you want to scale to 7, whatever. Each stage is actually those results is byproduct of the different person you are about to become. If you don't fix this person's self, it's no use. You can be kind of touring around the bottom of the mountain. You won't be able to go to the summit, right? Because each stage you go, the higher you go, that also mean the higher responsibilities we're gonna bear, and that mean you better on your knee even.
Yes, you're right. You're right. Gosh, I hope people are recognizing and seeing the visual of what it is that she's creating for us, as we essentially all want this element of ascension, right? Everyone wants to have more, get higher. They look to the mountaintop, like that's the place I want to go. But that's so interesting to think about, that it's not necessarily just about physical strength. It's not even just about mental strength, because all of these things have to come together in our identity awareness, that every layer there's something higher that we're going to have to hold, and we're going to have to stand and maintain, right? It's like this beautiful mantle that God gifts us. But if we can't carry the mantle and we're not aware of it, each layer, you're just going to fall back down. You're going to fall back down because you're not having the mental, physical, emotional, relational, communicative, leadership. Like there's so many elements to ourselves.